Welcome everyone. Welcome to the first TLIM conference. My name is Patrick Uwaezuoke, and I'm very excited to be able to attend the first one, be a part of it, see how it's going, and of course, later down the road, hopefully attend other sessions as well. I'm very excited to be here with you guys today to explain, some things about me and hopefully give you guys insight into what I've done while being at UH, under this program and what I've gone, where I am at now. So with that being said, I just want to give you guys a small introduction to myself on a couple of things. Let's start, I guess, with my early life, my understanding of things. I was born and raised in Houston, Texas. Was in Houston for up until I was 24. So I'm 25 right now. I've been in Salt Lake City now for about a year. But born and raised in Houston, been there my whole life, learned so much from that city, learned just the impact it can make on you and just the way, the cultures and everything. I believe just the way it shaped me has turned me into the person I am today. Of course, what I like to consider my early life would be, my educational part of my life when you were spending that, those early times of your life, just going through school. So of course, with me, I started with St. Francis de Sales, a private school not too far off of Bel Air, if anyone knows where that is. And then, of course, went to straight Jesuit college prep for high school. There, I learned a multitude of things, especially in terms of being able to grow as a man, being helpful towards others, which were some of our early mottos when I was there. And that just helped me propel myself towards now getting into a college life, where most of you guys are now or have been. So to mainly touch on that point, attending the University of Houston, it was a big deal to me to really get to attend the university. I remember coming out of high school, and you're looking at different places on where you want to go to school. And even though I'd always been in Houston my entire life, I never really saw the campus or the things about the University of Houston. But until I visited, I was amazed. I said, yes, this is the school for me. And thankfully, I made that choice. From being able to have the education, being a part of the TLIM program, being able to do the networking I had the ability to do, and just learn from other people was such a big deal in terms of my career growth. I really don't think I'd be where I am without the University of Houston. So I'm very generous and excited. And I'm always ready and always, just ready to just give back in whatever way I can. Going from there, I graduated in May of 2020 as well. And after that, now started moving into the other part of my life that I like to consider now, I guess, like the second quarter of now in my career. So currently, I work at Goldman Sachs under our asset management division. The name is changing a little. Some of you guys may know or maybe have heard and seen in the news that we are actually combining our asset management and private wealth management teams into one. So in the future, you'll mainly, if you hear from somebody else, you'll hear it as asset and wealth management, AWM as we're saying it for short right now. But I work with our asset management team currently, specifically under our trade management team, basically handling our SMA. So SMA is short for separately managed accounts, which is a new business venture Goldman has taken a part of. People, when they hear Goldman Sachs, some may know it, some may not. But for the people that know it, sometimes they may not know really the details of what they do. So Goldman Sachs is a bank. It's been around for a very long time. It mainly always focused on high net worth clients, the rich people and the very wealthy. And as well, same thing with companies as well, the ones that have a lot of money and just need somewhere to put it. Goldman always mainly focused on that. You of course have your other banks like Chase where you can go around and you see their commercial banks all around you, but you never really see nothing like that with Goldman on it. So Goldman, with how things change over time and like the market and the future of what the company has, created sort of a thing where now instead of just targeting the high net worth clients, let's maybe target maybe the people who have a couple $100,000 to $1 million plus for that want to invest. So now that is like the area of the workspace that I have come into. I am very, very thankful that I'm one of the first few people that are getting to really start when this is kind of a small thing, because who knows how big it can get at a point. So I'm very, very excited that that's kind of where I've started. To touch now mainly towards my experience here so far. So when I first came in, I had started actually in October of 2021. October 11th to be exact. So I actually just hit a year not too long ago. I think it's at this point, a couple of weeks. So over a year and a couple of weeks. So I feel like I'm getting my age here already. But started October 11th. When I first came in, I was actually handling our equity products. Did that for some time, for about 2.5 months. And while I was doing that as well, handled somewhat of our fixed income products. So I wasn't actually handling SMA yet, what I was actually hired for. And I will say this, I think that experience of coming in thinking and being prepped to basically start in their new business of things, to then when I actually show up on day one, it's like, sorry, we're gonna need to put you here for the time being. I think it just, of course, now learning, understanding that at Goldman, you can be asked of so many things so quick, and it might seem like a lot, but it really isn't as you go through things, because you realize how well and how amazing people are willing to help you. And I believe that's really has what got me through a lot of things here so far, is just the ability for some to just go to anybody. It doesn't matter how high above you that they are. It's basically, they like to treat Goldman as a flatline organization where we're all the same. Even though there are titles, we're all the same. And so I believe that me gaining that quick experience of understanding, okay, I can be asked to do anything and be switched at any moment, allows me to really understand, take advantage of the moment I'm in, learn as much as I can within that moment, and of course, do what you can to always try to grow that space of what you're put into as well. I believe those are like 3 key things just so far on what I can tell you. I'm very grateful to, of course, to the organization and my team on just the trust they also had in me to be able to do multiple things before finally, what I'm in now, which is the SMA space. So in terms of that, on a daily basis, what I do in terms of, I guess you say your BAU, business as usual, I mainly help in terms of facilitating trades, making sure they go correctly, everything matches up in terms of also the details of it. Also now, in terms of, as I'm getting more and more experience in terms of onboarding new clients. So of course I won't really mention who our clients are and whatnot, but going to also now get to that space of where I'm helping to onboard clients, realizing how much work that can actually be has been amazing. Seeing how the process can go, how you speak with, possibly other banks, other companies on what their goals are, what you need to do in terms of also Goldman, how to meet their goals. I think getting that experience has been very big. And I really, really want to see and understand how well I can really take these skill sets further into my career. And with that, I would like to say thank you. Thank you very much for having me. Ecstatic to be at the first conference here. I would most likely love to do attend again in the future person with all you guys. So thank you again.